Because these injuries to Vinicius Jr. will play a major role in what Real Madrid does in the attack. Because of this injury for Gavi, will play a major role as to what Barcelona do through the midfield. And so Girona, by not really participating or having many players participating in international duty, and those that have participated haven't suffered a major injury, Girona are like, well, you know what? If we can just continue to play and continue to win games, we are going to put pressure on a team like Real Madrid, who has so many injuries. Can they come up with the performances that are required in order for them to stay in touch with Girona? Not with Barcelona, not with Atletico Madrid, but with Girona. And that is the position that Real Madrid are in. Now, the depth of Real Madrid will be tested, and we have highlighted time and time again that this season, if there is something that you can point out with Real Madrid, is they're very thin in key positions. They're thick in talent in the midfield, but in attacking position, it gets a little thin. In the back line, it gets a little thin. That's where they're getting their injuries. That's a problem for Real Madrid.
You can look at this, Steve. This is some list.
Yeah, I mean, that's shocking. That really is. I mean, that is... It's something that can happen, and everybody is going to be coming up with all kinds of reasons why. Because of the medical staff aren't doing their job, because they're doing too much training, because they're not doing enough training. I mean, everybody tries to come up with all these excuses, but sometimes it just happens.
Yeah.
The thing I would say though, Ali, is do you really think that Girona are going to outlast Barcelona and Atletico Madrid?
Well,
even if Real Madrid don't recover from all of these injuries, and I understand what the worry would be. I mean, we were sitting here, 10 days ago talking about who's going to score goals if Jude Bellingham doesn't. Mm-hmm. And then we're trying to convince ourselves that Vinny and Rodrigo were beginning to get it together. Well, the truth is, they really haven't scored many goals between them.
Well, they have last couple of weeks.
Right, OK. But that aside, I mean, do you really think Girona's going to outlast Barca and Atletico Madrid?
Well, no. Do I think it's going to happen? No, but now they're in a better position than they were before. Yeah. And while these injuries continue to pile up, and Girona, they're not participating in Europe. They're not having many players in international competition, so they're not having the additional games that Dan is so concerned about, right? We began this conversation with saying, well, are they playing too much? Well, not Girona. Girona's not playing too much. Real Madrid is, and Real Madrid players are. Barcelona is, and Barcelona players are. And so it gives. If you're looking for reasons to believe in Girona as a potential title contender, which I don't think they are, top 4, yes. Title, not so much. But if you're looking for reasons to believe that indeed they're going to make it difficult for Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid, these are the sort of situations that begin to happen. And that long list of injuries for Real Madrid, look, they're going to test the depth of this team and the character of this team with a tough, challenging schedule coming up. And so, again, Girona sitting pretty, Real Madrid and Barcelona having to come up with performances, and Atletico Madrid just trailing, just further back, just kind of saying, you know what, if we just keep it tight, if we keep it together, we may give ourselves the best opportunity to win this title.
But, Luis, no matter who you support, this is rubbish, isn't it? As a football fan, you want to see the best players on the pitch playing the best games. You know, that's what we want.
Of course, but we all want to have the best players on the field. But the guys just make a point. Of course, we talked about this topic about Leicester. What happened with Leicester? Everybody was expecting them to drop, and they kept going. Nothing for Girona exactly the same. They're going to be there. They're going to try to hold until the last minute. If they can do it, fantastic. No, they will be anyway in a great position. It doesn't matter if they're top 4 or top 6. But in the case of Atletico de Madrid, those are the competitions. Those are the leagues that Atletico de Madrid win. In the last 10 years, they have managed to get 2 because Real Madrid were not in form, because Barcelona were not in form, and they were waiting there. Hiding, quiet. Now they're going to regain Memphis Depay, Renilo, so the full squad is going to be ready to start again from the Christmas time. That is going to be tight for March when it's going to be with Champions League situation, with Copa del Rey, everything together. So I think that at the moment, we all want the best players. We all want the best show. But definitely there are a couple of teams that they are doing like this when they saw the injuries of the other players in the other teams.
Carlo Ancelotti certainly isn't doing that at the moment when he takes a look at his injury list in what is reportedly, of course, his last season with Real Madrid, which has got speculation going as to who will come in and replace him. And, well, basically, it's going to be Xabi Alonso, isn't it, Luis?
It looks like, and I would love to see that. Definitely, we saw Xabi Alonso, signing a new contract for 2 years with his club. But everybody around here in Madrid, everybody around here in Spain, they are thinking that the replacement for Ancelotti, if he, at the end of the season, he goes to the Brazilian national team, is Xabi Alonso. He's doing an amazing job. He took the team last year in almost relegation position. He managed to arrive to European competition, and right now he's at the top of the Bundesliga, something that no one was expecting. So we have to give the credit to him. He's been patient. He's been making all the steps, starting from the academy of Barcelona, going to the second team of Real Sociedad, and now in one of the top teams in Bundesliga. So is he going to be ready? No one is ready when he's talking about managing Real Madrid, but definitely he's winning the medals to arrive with heavy personality.
It looks like he'll be taking over a squad without Luka Modric, reports suggesting that he will be going to Saudi Arabia at the end of the season. Yeah, makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
If he's looking to enjoy the game and just, at this point, what else does he have to prove? And somebody is going to pay him a boatload of money. Why not? He has earned the right to make that decision, and if indeed that deal is on the table for him, why not, Luka? You do you, bro.
However, we saw him in the Clasico when he came on, makes a difference. Mm-hmm. Still makes a difference when he appears for Real Madrid, and that's a difficult void to fill.
Yeah, but you've got to think that people like Camavinga and Tchouaméni, by this time next year, I mean, they'll have been there enough seasons that they should be pushing to be in the starting line the whole time. Well, but you're never going to... You can't hang on to that forever. And I think the fact that Modric decided to hang around for this year tells you that he still wanted to play at the highest level, but he also had a lot of Real Madrid in his heart because he knew he wasn't going to be starting every game. So this is the perfect scenario. The fact that they've got so many injuries, can you imagine if Modric had gone this time last year?
Yeah.
So, yeah, as Ali said, he's earned the right to pick and choose when and where he goes.
And he's a rare breed, isn't he, Luis, in that he's loved by not only Real Madrid fans, but everyone.
I think in Spain, everybody enjoys it. You were talking about we want to see the best players on the field. Modric shows every single weekend the quality, technique, the ability. We are talking about a Ballon d'Or winner, and that's proven here in Spain. When he goes everywhere, kind of sometimes he receives a standing ovation because everybody is expecting him to move. If not last year, maybe next year. But definitely when he never been in trouble, he never said a word higher than the other one. He's been always a big professional for Real Madrid. So everybody respect him. And of course, when he's on the pitch, who doesn't enjoy Luka Modric when he's on the ball?